Yo,
Yo,
my guy.
what's the deal, man?
You good?
Man, can't call it, man. Bless. How you doing?
I'm good, bro. Where you at? You in Toronto?
Yes, sir, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir. Grinding. How you doing?
Yeah. How's the family?
Everyone's good, bro.
Everyone's
You know,
blessed?
not much you can do with everything that's going on.
Man,
You
I
kind
feel
of
that,
just
bro.
have to, find little things that you can do during these times. But
Yeah.
we're making the most of it. Everyone's good. Everyone's healthy. What's up, On Point Basketball? What's good?
It's good. On point.
Salute. I actually
Right?
just finished working out, bro. So I'm
Okay.
eating breakfast, as you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I see you got the national team jersey on.
I'm
Everyone's wearing
here,
it but
dog.
me.
Hey,
My trainer wore it today. You're wearing it. What's
two,
going
two,
on? I
four,
didn't get the
three,
memo.
baby. So when did you get back from Denmark?
I've been back now since, babe, how long? March 16th. Since March 16th. So since March or something like that.
Okay,
So
so you good.
yeah, so I've been
It,
back for 2 months.
it wasn't too bad out there, was it?
No, because they're pretty good with the
Yeah.
laws, over
Yeah.
there.
No, I
They're
was there.
already
I played in Denmark too. I
so
was
you
there.
know. So you know.
I know
You
exactly.
know
They
how it
take
is.
care. They take
They,
care of everything, bro.
they
So
take
I
care of
know.
everything. Like they're very on point with like health. Their health system is correct.
Yeah.
Everything about their politics is right. So I know they took the coronavirus serious. Everyone
Yeah.
was on lockdown early.
Uh-huh.
They were social distancing, so they're very ahead of the curve,
Okay.
than other places around the world. So they're
Blessed.
actually starting back up. They might be starting back playing in August or September,
In
actually.
August. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
that's blessed.
that's what's going on that way. But yeah, man, it was love. Been back at the crib now,
Yeah.
chilling. Where were you in Spain?
No, I was in Argentina.
How was that?
You know the grind, bro. You know the
Hey,
grind, bro.
that's something people don't understand.
People don't get it, bro. I was just, you know the
Yeah,
grind,
people,
man. I'm just happy I came home. I'm healthy.
right,
We
right.
grinding next year, bro. Next
You,
year.
you didn't have no serious injuries this year?
Nah,
You're
bro.
okay?
No injuries, nothing, bro. I'm blessed.
Okay,
Blessed, so.
that's
So,
good.
bro,
That's good.
we could start, man, a little bit. I got a ton of questions for you, bro.
For sure.
So, bro, we know you're born in Congo and everything. Tell me a little bit about your early days, what you remember about Congo.
Man, I just, you know, growing up, we had a good life back home. So,
Hmm.
we were good. So I just remember, being happy, playing marbles with my siblings. We used to love marbles when we were kids, just
Yeah,
doing that, playing in the park, just doing things that little kids do. And
yeah.
you had to leave because of the war, right? The war
Mhm.
was happening. So then, we moved to South Africa. And then I was in South Africa for 3 years before we
Okay.
moved to Canada.
Uh-huh.
So my dad had moved to Canada
Yeah.
and he worked, saved up enough money for us to come on over.
Mhm.
And we were blessed enough to get out of the situation that we were in and come to Canada. So that's kind of how I ended up coming to Canada and leaving home. So, but, from what I remember, it was just playing marbles and being a kid. I don't really remember much,
Uh-huh.
but that, not much more than that.
Uh-huh. Okay. So you guys are five? How many siblings you are?
I got six total,
Six.
five, and not
Yeah.
including me. So I got
Okay.
4 brothers and 1 sister.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you moved to Toronto. What age? About 5, 6, I
six,
think.
6 years old.
6. Okay.
Hmm.
So you moved to Toronto at 6 years old. Tell me a little bit about your first couple years in Toronto, like seeing the snow for the first time.
Right. Oh, I
What?
try to eat snow
I
actually.
know I always gotta hear those stories, bro, about when you see the snow for the first
I
time.
was there putting my hand out, trying to eat snow when I was a kid. But I think everyone had that, experience.
Yeah.
But I moved downtown. I actually started in Bleecker,
Uh-huh.
which is the east side of the city, as some people know. It's by Sherburne. So we started out there. I have a lot of homies that are still out there, and a lot of great basketball players actually from the city or from Bleecker that people don't understand. Probably, before all the social media was out and everything, like
Hmm.
citywide was going on around there. If you know, John
Hmm.
Ennis was right by there. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, that's kind of where I kind of knew basketball, but I was in love with soccer
Yeah.
at first. I didn't know nothing about basketball. You just see it in the neighborhood, but we weren't
Yeah.
to it yet because we just
Hmm.
came from Africa, and all we knew was soccer. It was
Hmm.
until I moved to Blake Street on the by Regent Park. It's about 5-10 minutes from there by John
Hmm.
Jail.
Hmm.
If you go to the city by Pape and Danforth. And that's where I kind of picked up the game. Everyone on the block was just playing it. You seen the older heads, people that you looked up to playing the game.
Hmm.
And you can see how much fun they were having. And then
Hmm.
from there, you're like, yeah, I want to be like them. Those were your superheroes when you were
Hmm.
growing up.
Hmm.
And that's kind of where I started picking up the game of
Okay.
basketball.
So that's your early days in Toronto, hooping
Yeah.
days in Toronto. So
Hmm.
like, who were you modeling your game after at that age? So let's say you probably what, 9, 9, 10 years old, I would say.
Yep.
Nine,
I would
ten
say
years old.
I started late, bro. I started 12, 11.
12. Okay. So
So I was 11, 12. And then I played this kid called Milad. He just said he wanted to play me one-on-one. And I just said, yeah, I don't back down from a challenge.
mhm,
You know me. So he played me one-on-one. He kicked my ass, bro.
yeah,
He beat me 11-0. I never lose. I just don't lose. That's something, I try to pride myself in. I want to win every time.
yeah.
So from there, I was like, bet, I'm working on my game. Every day, you can go to my hood and ask everyone on Blake. Every day, 7 a.m. in the morning, I was dribbling the basketball every day ever since until I left to the States to move to New Jersey.
Mhm,
So
mhm,
I used to annoy my neighbors. Used to say, man, you stop dribbling that ball. I was dribbling every day, going to my school, working on my shot, everything that I saw my brothers do. We had guys that people know, Free, a hood legend, O'Neal,
mhm,
played Duco. That was the people that I saw growing up watching. Another guy's Penyon. A lot of people don't know these people, but, I'm telling you who I looked up to when I was a
mhm.
kid.
Yeah.
Also, who else? We used to have guys that used to come from region and play. So, like Money, if you know Money and you're from downtown, Money is one of the best basketball players you've ever seen. And
Mhm,
his dad also was a legendary coach in downtown area and citywide and everything. And Webb, guys that went to Eastern were guys I looked up to. Junior
mhm.
Cadugan,
Yeah.
um, Alwyn, Big B. I'm
Big B.
talking Gretchen Lakusa,
Yo, those are
Larry,
the
Larry,
Those
Larry
are the
Duncan,
Toronto OGs, bro.
Larry Duncan.
Those are the
These are guys that I looked up to.
Larry Duncan went to Panola.
Yeah, he
I
went to
played against him when
Panola.
he went to Panola.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know him. I
You
know
know,
him. Okay. I know
exactly.
Larry Duncan.
Yeah, the Kingsley brothers, who were
Yeah.
great point guards, man. Like I'm talking about solid point guards. These are people that I saw growing up and literally modeled my game. Like
Hmm.
I'm the product of downtown Toronto, if you were to ask me, because
I feel
I
that.
literally studied these guys, and I used to like take the train and the subway to go to Raptor Ball on Saturdays, all the way
Hmm.
to Weston. And then there's where I kind of seen a different type of game. I saw what's his name? Denham Brown. That's where I was.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, I saw Denham Brown. And I'm like, damn, he could score. That's where
Yeah.
it came from. Seeing him, seeing how Denham got it up, and really. So my game is just a really a reflection of the city of Toronto.
Yeah.
Literally everything that I saw is from the city. How to pick up defense. Freddie Apia. I used to see him when I was younger. Kind of picked up his Javal Miles. We talking DeVoe
Pick
Joseph.
up full court.
Like, yeah, we talking about these guys.
Full
That's where
court. I know.
that's where I learned how to do my thing. So literally everyone in the cities where I patented my game. But then when I got to the States is where I left at 13 and got to New Jersey. That's when like the NBA aspirations began. And
Yeah.
now I'm looking at like, all right, I modeled my game from there now to fit in and be better than these guys here. I already felt like I was better because I just work harder than everybody. I feel like I do. But I was like, I gotta excel even way more. So I started just watching
Hmm.
the Jason kids,
Yeah.
um, the Rajon Rondo. I was actually watching Rajon Rondo film yesterday. Um, just stuff like that. Just watching people that I know are great
Hmm.
point guards.
Hmm.
Steph. Um, that's where I'm out of my game after I got to the
Okay.
States.
No,
Just
that's
watching
tough.
point guards,
No,
watching great
I
players, and
feel that.
going.
That's a
Turk is definitely there. Someone just said Turk for sure.
that's.
Turk was just bigger than everybody else, so I couldn't be the body more. I was kind of looking at guys that had my body mold.
Uh-huh.
What's up, Johnny B? DC
So
is in the building.
so now you leave Toronto. You go play at Saint Benedict. Where you go join Tristan. Tristan was already there, right?
No, we left together.
Okay, you
You know,
guys left together.
yeah,
You guys left together. Toronto. You go. So that's for grade 9, grade 9 or
yeah,
grade 10.
ninth grade.
Okay,
So he
grade
did
9.
1 year. He
So
was in
like,
Deville.
okay. So for
Hmm.
people that's watching that don't know the reputation of Saint Benedict, tell me a couple guys that play there. Kyrie. Uh,
Actually, nah, he ain't play there. He's on the other side. He from Elizabeth, so
Kyrie ain't play at Saint Benedict. He play at Saint
played at
Benedict.
Patrick. So he's at St.
Oh,
Patrick.
St. Patrick.
Yeah,
So
we're
who
at
play
St.
at St. Benedict?
That's Samardo Samuels,
Okay.
J.R. Smith,
J.R. Smith.
Scott Machado, Samir Jackson. Uh, Oh, so many legends. Eugene Harvey. If I'm forgetting some names, forgive me. But the list goes on and on. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
we're making pros, right? They're just
Yeah, that's pro. That's a pro school. That's a pro.
yeah.
Tell me your experience there. Like, you get there, did you feel pressure right away? Like, tell me a little bit about that, because you built up into a top 10 player, top 10 high
Right.
school player. So you had to go in. I'm sure you went in. Because me, I know you, but the other people, the people that's watching, don't know you. So
Mm-hmm.
tell me how you went in there, how you felt, like the pressure that you felt, and how you turned into the player that you became before you went to Finley.
Well, for me, it started from home. Like we go through real things where I'm from. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So
yeah,
there's
yeah,
pressure when I'm playing
yeah,
basketball. This is the
yeah,
first thing I get to do to start
yeah.
my day. You feel me? So
Mhm.
for me, perspective is already on a different level.
Yeah.
When I'm playing ball, that's just canceling all the real stuff I got to deal with.
Uh-huh.
So there was never pressure moving to New Jersey. I was just more so missing my friends back home, making sure they're okay because they're going the wrong way. Missing my mom, things of that nature. Is more so what I was going through when I'm playing and going away from home.
How
But
much is your family coming to visit you when you're up there?
well,
Because it
luckily,
wasn't too
I'm
far,
close.
right?
Yeah, New Jersey was close, so
Yeah.
it's like 7, 8 hour ride.
And
So I'd have my family come up for some games, which was
okay.
nice. My brother would always pull up, so it was nice to have that. But I went to a strict school, if you know St. Benedict's, bro.
It starts with Saint, so I know. I went to a Saint
That
school too, so
school
I know you
was,
got the uniforms. So bro, you ain't gotta tell me. I know, bro.
they
You
used to
gotta
make
tell
us
me.
walk. They used to make us walk on the right side of the hallway, bro. If walking on the right side of the hallway and you was a freshman, they would literally have you in detention or something. You get in trouble. You can't wear sneakers. You have to wear dress shoes. But I would say that got you ready for real life, right? Like you had to make your bed before you left, like home. You had to use study hall. You had to be in a certain grade point average to get the phone privileges, TV privileges. That's where the work ethic kind of was at that school. That's where I benefited from being at a school like is Father Ed was amazing. Exactly. Our principal was a monk who at the time you don't understand what he's trying to teach you, but down the road you do. It's one of those type of deals, and I'm
Mhm.
thankful and blessed enough to have that opportunity in St. Benedict's. That the
Yo,
sorry about that. The connection
you
had went.
good? Where you in Kinshasa, bro?
No, I'm at the crib.
That you got the Kinshasa Wi-Fi. I know, I know you know
Don't
how to talk
kill
about too,
me.
bro. I know exactly you know what I'm talking about. You got the Kinshasa Wi-Fi, dog. Yo,
Yo,
walk to the corner. Walk to the corner. Go buy some GBs, dog.
you're sick. You're
Yo, bro, that Kinshasa
sick.
Wi-Fi was killing us, bro.
Yo, bro, people don't know when you're in Africa, you gotta
Oh my
pay
god.
$100 to use a phone a day. USD.
Today, bro, I paid $400 for Wi-Fi this month.
For a day there.
I
That's
said,
not a.
yo,
It ain't a
yo,
game.
Congo, man. Anyways, where we was at, man? So
Nah, yeah,
we was talking about
but
St.
pressure. There's no
Benedict's, bro.
pressure. I never felt pressure. Yeah, I've
Okay.
never felt pressure playing basketball just because, things that I do in real life. I think there is so much real life. We're having an example of that right now. Look at
Mm-hmm.
the world. The world is at still. So what does that mean? We're not playing
Yeah.
basketball, no sports. And we got to tap into what really matters. Family, friends, you know what I'm saying? Your
Mm-hmm.
well-being, your health. So for me, basketball is a game where I have fun and I love it because I work very hard at it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. So no pressure there. So when did you feel like you became like? Tell me if there's a game that you played that okay, you're like, okay, shit, I'm one of the best PGs in the country. Like I need, like I'm here. I arrived. Is there a point in time where I'm sure you were already on varsity in ninth grade, right?
Yeah. I was on
So
varsity in ninth grade.
so tell me tell
Man,
me
yeah.
tell me when you figured like, okay, so you're there with Tristan,
Hmm.
and then when did you think to yourself like, okay, yo, I'm top 10 in the country right now?
It was actually leading up to that year. It was my eighth grade
Yeah.
grade year here in Toronto.
Okay.
I was playing in this league, and I was always playing with the older heads. And for years, they were busting me, beating me bad. But I just got better and faster, right? Because my
Yeah.
speed is something that I used. That's my strength.
Mm-hmm.
So they couldn't really grab me no more and push me around. I could just go around them. So it's when I scored 72 points at an Eastview game in EBA. So it's a league that went on, if people know from Blake, the EBA went on, and I have the highest scoring record still to this day. Some people put up some numbers. I'm talking about some hoopers. You know, if they didn't go down the wrong path, we'd be hearing about them today. And it was real. Like every Wednesday, the gyms would be filled up. People would be pulling up to watch these games. You know, there's playoffs and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I scored 72 that day, and I was playing with the older heads, 17, 18, like 16-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I was like, all right, I hit like 15 threes, something crazy like that. And I was like, all right, I get this. Like, I feel like wherever I am.
I'm here. I arrived.
Because those were the guys I felt like were the best basketball players I'd ever seen in my life, still to this day. So once I could do it versus them, I was like, it don't matter where I am in the world. I feel comfortable. And then when I got to St. Benedict's, even there, I was like, these guys it ain't nothing. We done went through the real back home. So I was comfortable ninth grade playing with bigger guys. And St. Benedict's was, you know, my key moment. Yeah, I ended up starting when I was a freshman at the end of the year, which was like I arrived, but I already knew I was good when I was back.
So other than Tristan Thompson, tell me some of your other teammates there. Some the years that you played there. Tell me how your teams were there.
I mean, Samardo Samuels is
I know him.
Played with the Cavaliers for a little bit. Plays in EuroLeague now. I played with Scott Machado. Played the Houston Rockets, who's in Australia now, playing well there. He just won MVP. Played with Tristan. People know that. Played with Tamir Jackson. Bryce, very good. Played with Nick Johnson. I also finished at Finley.
Finley.
With Nick Johnson, who played with
he was at St. Benedict's too, or only at Finley?
He's at Finley. We
only
met
at Finley. Okay.
Finley. Amir Garrett, who plays now with the
Cincinnati. I know he plays baseball.
He's playing baseball now, but he was one of the best teammates I had who could really hoop. Winston Shepard, who played a little stint in the G League, but
San Diego State.
Yeah, San Diego State, really talented player. Anthony Bennett, the #1 draft pick, that played with the Cleveland Cavaliers that a lot of people know. Landon Lucas, who's another.
I know him. Kansas.
Yeah, that went to Kansas. Brandon Ashley, who's had a stint around the league a little bit. I would say also you can't forget Gregory Echenike, who went to Rutgers and did big things in the Big East. Very good players. Tavon Sledge, can't forget him. Just so many guys. The list can go on. Michael Poole, who's still playing pro, that I played with when I was in high school as well. Andres. We have Gil Barudas, who's a big that played also from Europe, who is very talented. Still plays to this day. Who else? Yes, college. I mean, same thing.
We know. We'll get to college. We'll get to college.
But high school, yeah, that was
school. It. That's 3 or 4 squads right there.
Yeah.
If 3 or 4 squads you can make.
Yeah, if I forget everybody, I don't forget much, but everyone that I played with, if they are watching, I think they've been talented enough to go on and proceed, and I know they're going to do well things in the game of basketball.
Okay, so then you moved to Finley. In Nevada. Tell me a little bit about what went into that decision. I know Tristan left as well.
Right.
So what went into that decision to go to Finley? I know Corey and Tristan were there the year before. They had a lot of success.
Right.
Coach Michael Peck was there, right? Was there. Like, tell me a little bit what went into that decision to go. Now you're going from New Jersey to Vegas. There's no way to go to Toronto now. You got to fly. So
it was easy to go there because Coach Hurley, who is the best basketball coach I've ever played for, still to this day, was leaving. He got an opportunity to go coach at Marist or Iona. It was one of the two. And when he left, I was like, I'm not staying at St. Benedict's. That's the main sole reason why I came to New Jersey. And Tristan had left already to go to Finley to meet up with Corey. And the whole year, they kind of wanted me to pull up and go to school with there, but my mom felt like it was best for me to stay with Hurley. But once Hurley had left after my junior year, it made sense for me to go ahead and finish at Finley. I had a strong relationship with Corey and Tristan. Everybody know that. But also Avery Bradley became like a big brother because he took me under his wing. He was like, man, this is a school you want to be at. They take care of people. It's a strength of schedule. You play all the best teams in the country. And at the time, I wanted to be a McDonald's All American. So I was like, bet, I want to play against the best. So, I mean, I was up there, but I want to, play against the other guys in my class that they're saying that are, up there, like the Anthony Davis, the Bradley Bills, and Austins. I was like, yeah, we're going to play them in our schedule. So why not? Let's do it. So, yeah, that's what went into going to Vegas. And it was a decision to play for my tech.
Okay. So you do your senior year there, and I know you committed kind of early to Texas, right? In 2009, I think.
What's up?
You committed early to Texas, right?
Yep, I committed after
In
my
2000,
year. Yeah, my 10th
after
year.
after sophomore year. Okay.
No, my sophomore year. Like, so after
Okay,
freshman,
sophomore year you
yeah, I
committed.
committed. Yeah, 10th grade.
Okay. So like, who else was on that list? Like, why did you commit so early?
Well, I committed just because I wanted to play with Corey and Tristan. That was always our goal. We always
Yeah,
wanted to play together in
play together.
college. But, they ended up being one and done.
Yeah.
And they left. It was like I decommitted. A lot of people don't know, but I
I
decommitted
I
for
knew,
like,
I knew that.
yeah, I
Yeah.
decommitted for like a week or a half. It was kind of crazy because I was like, I knew they were leaving, but people didn't know. But we
Uh-huh.
talked and they were like, they're out. So I was like, bet, there's no point in me going. And I really wanted to go to Duke. And the funny thing is, I was really, really close to going to Duke. People don't know how close I was. I decommitted. I called Coach K. Coach K gets on the phone. He's like, all right, do you want to do this? We have Kyrie here who's leaving. So Kyrie was leaving for sure. So they were like, we want a point guard. And they kind of knew that I was not going to stay in college for too long. I had a trajectory to probably be in school for 1 or 2 years. And they kind of wanted a 4-year guy. And Quinn Cook, who's my boy, that's my dog, was at the time was considering Duke because Nolan Smith is like his bigger brother. They're both from the DC
Maryland,
area, Maryland
DC,
area.
Maryland area. Yeah.
They had that connection. So Quinn calls me. He's like, "Yo, what's good, bro? Are you gonna go to Duke this weekend?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take a visit and see what's good." It's like, "All right, bet." Boom, get off the phone. Literally 2 hours later, he commits to Duke.
Before
And
taking
then
the visit.
before taking the visit. I don't know. He probably did take a visit. I don't know. But literally after he got off the phone with me, he commits. Coach K calls me back. He's like, I'm going to stand with this guy's going to stay here 4 years. Quinn ended up staying 4 years. And, Coach K was big on 4-year guys to build the program. They're very big on guys staying there. They're doing their – and that's not something that I saw myself doing as far as being in college that long. So, yeah, I just felt like it was best to go back to Texas. I built a very strong relationship with Coach Lanier, Rob Lanier, still the person that I look up to. Rodney Terry was recruiting me at the time, and he ended up leaving and getting a job at San Diego or New Mexico, I believe. And then, yeah, I just kept my connection with Coach Barnes, and it made sense for me to stay. And,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Makes
I ain't
sense.
waver after that, but I was very
Yeah.
close to going to Duke. Duke was my school.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know that. Now you know.
Okay. So, all the guests I have on, I ask them a burning question. So I know
Yeah.
in your class in 2011, you had Austin Rivers. Am I right? Anthony
Mm-hmm.
Davis, Andre Drummond. So
No,
tell me
Drummond's
about
the year
the
after. It's
Drummond was the year after.
Tony Warren, Jeff Teague,
Teague.
had Contarious Pope,
Yeah.
Quinn Cook,
Quinn Cook.
Bradley Beal.
Yeah.
Who else? We had one of the best classes.
Yeah.
We had one of the best classes. Yeah, it was one of the best
But
classes that
tell
came
me,
out in a
because
lot.
I know people who don't know Mike. Mike is fired. Mike actually is a dick, to be honest.
Yeah.
This
What'd you
dude is
say?
fired. So
Say it again.
tell me a little bit like on that AU circuit. Hold up. Can you hear me, bro? Can you hear me? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Damn. Yo, we got that Congo Wi-Fi, man.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, can you
Okay, we're
hear me?
good. So, like I was saying,
All right, hold on. What'd you say? So if a lot of people don't know what. Oh.
So no, I was saying a lot of people don't know how fiery you are, even in practice or in games. Like you're
Right,
going
right,
at dudes. Like going.
right,
I
right,
know from national team, practice was
right,
always intense, and you're going.
right,
When we practice, it's harder than the game. So
right.
tell me, like on that AAU circuit that you guys had, because that was one of the best draft class in the last 20 years for sure,
Mm-hmm,
100%.
mm-hmm.
So on that AAU circuit or the high school basketball scene, tell me a matchup that you had with a guy that was maybe ranked higher than you, and
Mm-hmm.
that you went at his neck and was just like
Right. I
you.
think everybody knows. I think it's right now in the comments. Johnny is Joseph just said it. My game against Kyrie,
Okay.
at the time,
Yeah.
um, you know, he just came up on the ranks, so they were number 1 in the country, and we were, I think, number 3 or 4,
Yeah.
and we got to play in Elizabeth, and yeah, it was a matchup that I take. When someone, can come in the paper, they're talking in the papers and saying they was going to beat us. I kind of used that as motivation, and Coach kind of showed us the article before the game. Coach Hurley showed all he had to do, and we went in there and won. I hit a buzzer beater. You can go on YouTube and find
Yeah.
young ones that are out
I've
there right
seen it. It's for the if it's for the young
now.
ones that don't know.
Yeah,
Who's
but
that? Yeah,
that ain't a
I
red.
know.
Those two, yeah. No, I take matchups. I'm not scared. Kyrie didn't really want to guard me much. They had Kevin Bell on me, but a couple matchups he did match up. But I was guarding him all the time, man. I'm not scared of any matchup. I'm ready to play anyone, anywhere. So if you want the results for that game, you can see what I did. But it speaks for itself.
Okay, bless, bro. So, rival had you ranked as 10th in that class,
Right.
and
Mm-hmm.
you get selected to McDonald's game. You get selected to Jordan Brand.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit about that experience, the McDonald's game, the Jordan Brand, and like, did you feel that you should have been ranked a bit higher, or how did you feel about that? Because this is after your year at Finley, right? Did you guys win national championship or no?
We came in second place. I think we lost. Yeah, we didn't win the national championship. I won 3 with St. Benedict. I don't think we won at my year at Finley.
Okay.
But yeah, in St. Benedict's, we won 3 of those things. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, kind of went into winning. That's kind of you learn how to win. So going to these Jordan games, we don't really care about rankings and stuff. We just belong. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If I have these games, I belong to be there just because I feel like I'm one of the best. We don't care about number because it'll show when we play against them. If you see
Yeah.
number 3, it don't matter. I'll show I'm one.
Yeah.
So it don't really matter to me about the numbers. Just show me and put me in front of the best, and I'll show out. So that's how I felt about all these games. Obviously, it was a blessing to be picked in the same. And Jordan was crazy. I told my girl a story about how we met Jordan and how his presence is insane. A lot of people don't know, man. Jordan's presence is insane. It's really like Jesus, for real, for real. So, yeah, getting to meet people that you looked up to your whole life is insane. And I knew I was blessed to be in that position. So, I made the best of it, made the most of it. And, yeah, I still remember and cherish those moments still to this day.
Okay. So on that McDonald's jersey, did you play with Canada or did you play with Congo on the jersey? I think you played with Congo, right?
Um, I think I did play with Canada and I'm not sure. I'm not even sure, bro. I give
I,
away all my jerseys back away,
I
so
think
I
you.
don't
I'm
remember.
pretty sure you played with Congo on it. I could be wrong. I don't
Probably,
know. Somebody
probably.
somebody can go. Somebody got to go Google that real quick and post because I can't get out of this. But
Right.
so we'll come back to that. But
Okay.
how did it feel? How did it feel to now we've had a couple
Represent.
Congolese dudes in the McDonald's
Mm-hmm.
game. Last year we had
Right.
Oscar. I'm gonna have Oscar.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get Oscar on the show too. I don't know if you know
All right. We
Oscar
can.
Chible.
Yeah, I
Um,
do. I've heard about him.
how did it feel like from where you came? Obviously, you came from far, but from Congo. How did it feel to
Right.
represent Congo in the McDonald's game? Did you get a lot of
Well,
questions about Congo in the media sessions and stuff like that?
yeah. Je peux dire ça aussi pour les gens qui
Go
ne parlent
ahead.
pas français.
Go ahead.
Comme tu mets le union pour ton pays, it's a story. Tu connais ça. When you put on your jersey pretty much for your country, for any athlete, skiing, golf, whatever it may be, that's the highest point you can get to as an athlete. To me, like, wow, I'm playing and putting on for a whole country, a whole region. You got to represent. You got to. You got to. It's the same thing what we did our summer on our team. You know how I approach things. You know what I'm saying? To
Yeah.
be at that level when you play country, it don't matter. I had a broken finger. I played. Remember, I had a broken finger. I was playing. I had a broken eye. I was playing. It don't matter. Once you're playing for your country, you put aside everything and know that it's for a nation, for the next generation to come. And now look at what our country is doing. Look at that. Look what Canada's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Canada's producing one and dones. All Americans now, and off of the wave of started. The Mars Sims, the Jamal McGlure, and the Myck Kabongo, Tristan Thompsons in the court. It goes on and be up and now part of Congo too. But I'm blessed. I can't say that I'm not blessed. I'm just blessed to ever be put in a position to represent for a country.
Okay. No, I feel that, bro. So we'll get back to Congo, but I want to hear more about Texas, like your first year. So you finish high school, you get to Texas, Coach Rick Barnes. I think you're one of the best freshmen in the country, always on Sports Center. I think this had to be. I think I was a junior. I was a junior when
Right.
you were a freshman. So, tell me a little bit about that freshman year. You had a good freshman year, Big 12, all rookie team. Like, did you consider entering the draft right after that, or tell me a little bit more about that freshman year?
100%. I think I was about 60-40 going,
Yeah.
but for me,
What were you
I didn't feel like I
projected?
was running that.
Yeah.
I was predicted probably late first round, mid first round if I had left. But if I
Yeah.
had came back, I could have been a lottery pick. And
Yeah.
for me, I feel like I wanted to win. Like my whole thing, I told Texas and all of Texas Nation knows to this day was to win a national championship for them. Because if you look at our history, we always got close. We
Yeah.
got to the Final Four, the TJ Fords eras, the DJ Augustines. You look at that lineage of point guards, they always got deep, and we lost the first round of I think, to Cincinnati in the first round of the NCAA tournament. I didn't feel right. Like, win. And that's why I went back. And then obviously led on to what was next. I wanted to work out with pros to better my game. And then at the time, which you can't do, what you can do now is, be around pro athletes and people you grew up with. And it's unfortunate that, I was the lamb that got cut for everyone to kind of be able to work out with pros now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I can't hear you again, bro. My bad. My guy got the Kinshasa Wi-Fi, so he's in Toronto though. He's in Toronto, but he got the Congo Wi-Fi.
Hey, you're killing me with the
We good money, dog. We good money. Okay,
people.
so personally, I know what happened. You were my
Right.
roommate in Congo. We've talked about it.
Yeah.
For people that don't know, you don't have to talk about everything that happened, but
Right.
tell me a little bit
You know what? It's crazy. I actually got a documentary coming out
coming out.
that will go in depth into that. So
Okay.
people that are watching and want to get really into knowing what happened with that Texas situation, I really go into depth into a documentary that will come out probably this summer that I'm working with our Zero Productions. I'd say Sean Williams did a good job. Who's the producer and the director of it, and it'll be really good. So be on the lookout for that. It's gonna be dope.
Okay. So now you come back to Texas sophomore year. You're suspended for I think 10 games, right? You're suspended 10 games,
I'm suspended the whole year.
a whole year.
Yeah,
I uh,
we
I don't
actually
know.
appeal it.
I don't know if I'll work for the NCAA one day, so I won't say nothing about the NCAA right now. But just let me tell y'all that check wasn't enough. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't hear you, bro. But yeah, nah, man. Mike has a bunch of stories, man. It's man, just to get his insight is really it's amazing, man. Because that's my brother, man.
Hey, you know what it is?
So,
The
so
NCAA didn't want us to say that. That's all that was.
yeah, the NCAA cut us out
They
already.
cut us off, but you could say it again because I didn't hear it.
So now you come back. I think you played a couple games because I know you averaged 14, about 15 that year, that sophomore year.
Yeah.
So you enter the draft after your sophomore year, and then you go undrafted. But tell me a little bit about that process, your NBA workouts, and like, do you feel like you were a little bit blackballed for what
Um,
happened?
I mean, the people that know my situation know it, and uh, I talk about it a lot on this documentary. You
Yeah,
know, I think the documentary really that whole circuit of what happened.
yeah.
I would, the documentary really because it's a piece where it's like if that happened now, and no one would even say it's
No,
anything.
nothing would say anything.
No, it's just the fact that I was the first one
Yeah,
around
they
like
say
that.
NCAA hacking the Wi-Fi, bro.
Yeah, they hacking the Wi-Fi.
Bro,
Yeah, that's all it was. So
because bro, you're top 3 PG in that
right,
draft, bro, for
right,
100%. Tell me,
right,
I know you've told me before, so
right,
I think you
right.
could still tell me all the point guards that got drafted before you.
I
Till this
mean,
day.
man, I don't even know if they're in the league anymore. To be honest,
This is what I mean.
the only one is Austin still, and that's my brother, by the way.
Austin
Austin's my
Rivers, right?
brother. Yeah, Austin's my brother. That's my dog, still to this day. So, um,
Yeah.
yeah, I just feel like those things I can't say if I'm blackballed or not because it's just how the balls were played for me. That's just how my cards were dealt. I kind
Yeah.
of, as you grow and you kind of learn a lot about yourself and life. It's like you can't point the finger no more. You can't do that. I'm at a point where it's like, yeah, maybe if I was younger and at that point, but even still, then I was a little bliss to everything. But today, I don't point fingers, man. You know me. I just grind, bro.
Yeah.
I
No,
don't.
we just
I
now
was
we move on.
blackballed. Can't think I was blackballed. You
Yeah.
can't that way because of a situation that happened that was out of your control. You
Yeah.
just got to kind of just work. And I feel like the work will show. I know I'll have my chance again in front of everybody and show what I could do. But for now, you
Uh-huh.
got to let go of what was the past and kind of look at the
Mm-hmm.
future. How can you change the situation is now?
Mm-hmm. So now you go undrafted. So tell me, I know you play summer league with Miami, right?
Right.
That year. So tell me a
Mm-hmm.
little bit about that process. One went into because I know you had a good summer league that made you ended up signing with
Mm-hmm.
San Antonio. So tell me about that process, how that was going into Miami and everything.
Well, first of all, Miami, you got to work hard as hell.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about, if people know, if you know the Heat workouts, bro, everyone can
Yeah.
attest to that. Like you got to be in tip top shape. Like they work you so hard, and I just didn't give in. Like everything they were throwing at me, I was like, give me more. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how I ended up being on there, and I just worked my butt off, and I mean the people that saw in San Antonio from me, they were close enough to Texas to see me, very up close and personal, and it was a
Mm-hmm. Yeah, NCAA again now. No, I think no. This is Adam Silver now. Adam Silver is hacking this now. Shit, Trey Burke, man. Oof. My guy frying Trey Burke, man. That's crazy. He signed with Rich Paul. He can tell you that himself, but Trey Burke, man, Trey Burke. I ain't gonna say nothing about Trey Burke.
yeah.
I
We
ain't,
back.
gonna,
We back.
I ain't even gonna talk about Trey Burke. Oh my god,
Trey's my dog, man. Trey's my dog. Trey's nice.
no
Trey's
comment.
nice. He's
Anyways,
nice.
but
He's nice.
so now, yeah, you're telling me about the Miami Heat workouts.
Yeah, you gotta work hard.
We've heard about that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So like now you decided to go to training camp with San Antonio. Tell me about that experience. You're
Oh,
in
man.
camp with
Yeah.
Damn, Tony Park. Probably guarding Tony Parker every day.
Yeah.
You're with Ginobili. You're with Tim Duncan, still in his prime. Tell me that experience, how that was.
Somebody just said I got that Nelly internet, yo. They gotta cut me some slack. There's a lot of wind where I'm at, so things are moving. But what was your question? Because I just got distracted by that. That was so funny.
Bro, no, I'm talking about going to training camp with San
Oh yeah,
Antonio,
training
Tony
camp,
Parker,
bro.
Tim Duncan, like into. Tell me about Popovich, everything,
Right,
bro. Tell me.
right.
We know that culture is second to none. So,
Mm.
tell me more about that experience.
That's where I learned how to be a professional. If
Okay.
I think if I went to another team, I don't think I would have had the career I've had today. Where going into my 8 years of pro, that taught me how to show up every day for your job. I saw 3 Hall of Famers never have excuses every day. They showed up every single day. They didn't take shortcuts. They did everything everyone did, and like you saw what it was to be like perfect, literally. Like
Yeah.
no one that's above the team.
Yeah.
Literally, everyone is on the same plane. And being around Tim, who had a good conversation with me after one practice, he saw I was doing really good, and he was just like, "Man, if you continue working, you'll have a long career." And that stuck with me still to this day when he told me that. For Tim Duncan to pull me aside and tell me, if you keep working hard, you'll have a long career. Like, if you're not smart enough to listen to that, then I don't know what planet you're from when Tim Duncan tells you that. So, Tony was very instrumental in me being spoken French and had that kind of, connection. Corey and Kawhi were like my OGs, because I was with them every day. We'd hang out every time after practice, go to eat dinners and stuff. So we had really good conversations about what it takes to be good. You just talk basketball. When you're around the boys and stuff, you just talk hoops. So, talking hoops with them was cool. And then guarding Ginobili, I think still to this day, if anyone asks me who's the hardest person to guard ever, it would be Tariq Evans when I was in high school, or Manu Ginobili. It's just so unorthodox. You don't know what's going to hit you next. And it's just because as a defender, you try to time something and you just can't time him. It's just insane, bro. Like, I learned pace from Tony Parker every day. Patty Mills taught me how to just go hard, because he was going hard every day. Like, he didn't let up. And Coach Pop was nice enough, because every day he would kind of pick people, and kind of tell the team about them during training camp, because you're a rookie, and you get my story about my Congo coming up from Congo and upbringing, so they know who you are. You trust me, and it's kind of cool that a head coach like that knew my whole background and story, and it made me comfortable where I'm playing good, and then they saw what they need to sign me. So yeah, that was a blessing.
Okay. So now let's get back a bit more into Congo. So you've been in the Canadian pool. Up until that point, you've been in the Canadian pool of players for a long time, and you have represented Canada. You played for Canada. You're still, of course, there's always a big pool of players, but you're a guy who you could start on that team for sure. At that time, you could definitely start on that team, but you decided to go and represent Congo.
Right.
So what went into that decision, and why did you really make that decision?
For me, I think I served my purpose here in Canada, and I think as far as they were giving different looks at stuff, and a couple times I wasn't getting an invite, and I was just like, yeah, I know probably they'll want to back again, but I got the opportunity to a country that hasn't done anything on a national stage in a long time. And I was like, you know what? This might be my purpose now, right now. Canada has a lot of great players, and me, and I had to call Rowan Barrett, I had to talk to, and it was a lot to get out of it, for me to leave the Canadian national team. It was not easy, for them to let me go. They wanted me to stay. I could have stayed, but I wanted to stay. Yes, I wish, because we have so much talent that we could actually win a gold medal. But that's how I feel about Congo. I feel like the right infrastructure and the right, things that we can do with the players that we got and the talent we got, I feel like we can win it. So I was like, I'll be the first one to sting. Let's go. And that's when I
Yeah.
was like, let's go and let's do something
But we
different.
after because you were the first domino to fall. A lot of us weren't sure at first. I know I didn't go until you went
Yeah,
first. Until I was like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah. Not a lot of
he's
people were.
going, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna go too.
yeah,
Because we weren't
yeah.
sure. But when the first domino fell, I think you opened a lot of doors for
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the other guys who came who were born were okay, you were born in Congo, but you obviously you played your basketball growing up in a different country. So you were really the first big domino. So that's
Right.
big. And now since you did that, a lot of guys are doing it for other country. Like I seen
Right.
Dylan Ennis in here. Dylan Ennis, went to Jamaican national team, and for the Canadian point guards, I seen Kenny Cherry in here too. Like you open the doors for a lot of guys. Like a lot of
I
guys.
think guys can, and they know it means more. I feel like you're doing a service because, first of all, they need you more. If we're being real about it, they need you more, and it gives you a chance to have a bigger role that you wouldn't probably have on a national team, in Canada. And look at the doors that it does open. It opens the doors for others to come on in, want to do something different. And I've always been different. Like I've never had the path where it's like the path like everybody else. I just always felt like my road's one of those roads where I am going to be an influencer and not a follower, and I'm going to do something different. And down the line, people, I hope they do appreciate it, and I appreciate you that you said that. But it's dope to see other people want to play for their countries where they were born or have some sort of origin that they can help out. And for me, it was more than just playing. I wanted to start my camp, and I started my camp there. I wanted, open the doors for doing more for the country, man. It's just more than basketball for me. Like it's opening centers for there. It's opening studios for people. Like there's so much talent there that just they don't have that light at the end of the tunnel to see something. And I feel like now that we're going back and doing something there, that lit there, and we just got to continue going back.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we were obviously roommates. We went through a lot of stuff in Congo. Got my phone stolen when you was in the car with me. Straight up. Yo, and Mike, the fastest dude on the team, he was faster than you, bro.
Hey, can I tell that story? Can I tell that story? Because
tell the story, man. Tell the story.
We didn't know. You don't know until you go. You don't know until you go to the real. Like, yeah, real over there is real gutter. Like your phone out the window, it's not safe. So my mom actually told me, don't mess around when you go there. So I was already on, high alert. I'm like, I'm not gonna mess around. I'm gonna do things by the book. Whatever they tell me to do, I'm gonna do it. This fool,
bro, and it was my birthday, bro. Too. It was my birthday. I'm on the phone like this. I'm chilling, bro.
Cool. Have his phone out. Somebody.
Bro, that is classic.
So good. At the same toko, and then we went looking for him. We all started running looking for him, and they ran into the bushes in Congo because people got me and everything. So we just had to just take the L and hold the L. Tell you nobody else had their phone out the window or window down.
That's just one story for Congo. We could talk an hour about that, but on a more serious note, tell me about your experience there. Like because you out of all the guys who came back home, you were the biggest name, the main attraction. So tell me how you felt you were received. I know we had the one game at Stade des Martyrs. It was packed.
Yeah.
Probably I can't maybe 3, 4, 5,000 people in the stadium of 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
And tell me about your experience going home. I know you went to see family that you haven't seen in years. I was with you every day, but tell the people how your experience was after going back after 20 plus years.
haven't been to Africa, you should take, first of all, because like you just feel at home. Like I felt like that was home. I shouldn't have been, the people embraced me. Like they knew everything about me. It was like, damn, so many people know you. So just to be around it and see what we were doing, it was like it was surreal, bro. I can't even explain it. Till this day, that feeling, you only know that feeling until you've done it. It's like that changed my whole outlook of life. Like when I was home, it just made the hunger even more. I kind of the journey I'm on is not just for me, it's for a whole nation. Like, and I think after that first exhibition game where we played outside, I was not sure if I was going to play or not. I remember that. I was not sure if I
Yeah.
was going to play. I was like, man, if I hurt myself. But when I did and we was just playing, they were so hype. And I was like, yeah, we got to do something for this country. And that kind of led to the practices we had. Me and you even got into it. But then I respected you after that like a mug. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just part of it. That's part of the team camaraderie. Like, all right, I know I got a soldier now that could ride with me and he could bang. You know what I'm saying? I could see I got him. I had Elve. I'm like, all right, now we got some dogs here. Maxie,
Yeah.
me and Maxie got into it. And then he became a rider. And that's what built our camaraderie. I was like, you know what? And even how I reacted to some of those things, getting spit on in the face. I didn't quit on y'all. I was showing that I'm here to ride because it's bigger than me. I could have definitely had an attitude about that. I could have definitely had an attitude about how we could have handled things. I was like, no. And then I think once you guys saw that I was riding, I think we had that team camaraderie. Like, yeah, let's do this thing.
Yeah.
And I think we did something special that year. And, I think we can even do more. That's what people don't know. I really believe in our country on a global scale for these next 10 years to come. It's 2020. We have these next 10 years to really put our country on the map once we get back to normal. And I think sports is going to be one of those things where we can bring and unify our country even more.
Mm-hmm. So tell me a little bit more about, I mean, we were in the backcourt together, but tell me about that tournament, the AfroBasket 2017. That's what we were prepping for. You came out with a bang. We shocked the whole pretty much African continent. Tell me a little bit about that experience, how it was, like how crazy it was. We beat Nigeria, defending champions. Tell me a little bit how you felt about that. You were first team all tournament, NBA scouts there. You really shook up the whole. People just weren't expecting it. People, you had your hype or whatever, but people were really needed to see it, and you showed it. You came out, you showed out, but we all did as a team. We got to the quarterfinals. It's tough to beat Tunisia in Tunisia. It's not even possible, to be honest, with the refs. But that's a story for another day. But tell me a little bit about that experience, how you feel about that, and how you felt about the AfroBasket 2017, which really put Congo back on the map, because since 2007, they haven't been to AfroBasket. Even in 2007, they came last. Now we kind of come out of nowhere. I think we finished 7th or 8th, but just getting to the quarterfinals, beating Nigeria, who had maybe 5 or 6 NBA players, 12 unknown Congolese players, except you probably. Nobody knew who we were. Tell me about that experience, as you were the captain of the team, so you and Momo.
I was there because like we knew what we went through, bro. Remember the practices? We were practicing in gyms that had hard cement floors. We were practicing outside. We were practicing in crazy conditions, and to see that that end result, to me, that was the most thing I was most proud of. It's like people don't even know what we just went through for the last month and a half, 2 months, and it showed. It showed on the court.
It really did.
Like on the way on the games, we was on the bus hikes, man. Them videos I have still to this day. To this day, I have those videos on my phone. Those are things that will last me a lifetime. I was just proud that we showed out on the stage where we haven't in a long time, like you said. But I think I'll be mad about the loss, bro. That's what I think about. That's a game we could have won because we were playing it neck and neck. I think
So we were up. We might have been up. We might have been up at half by 1. I think
they cheated us a little bit. I could say,
bro. Yo, chill out, because FIBA gonna cut out the Wi-Fi too, bro. If we talk about the refs.
Right. But things happen. Some calls don't go your way, but calls did not go our way the whole game. And
Not one call. What you mean some calls? No,
yeah,
not
it
one.
was insane. It was insane. I just felt like we got robbed of a chance to really win that thing because I felt like we could have won that whole thing. We beat that.
Yeah,
You know, we're playing in the finals. That's easy cake. It was just
yeah,
that game was literally the final game to me, and I felt like we
yeah.
weren't given a chance to play fair. And but no, I was proud of the way we came out of it because of the conditions we had to go through, and then to
Hmm.
see that end result, that's the
Hmm.
thing I'm the most proud of that whole experience.
Hmm. Okay. So do you have any future plans? I know you had your camp in Congo. Do you have any future plans for the youth
Yeah.
in Congo in the future?
100%. I want to continue my camp. That's something that I'm always gonna be doing, even in the city of Toronto. You know, once this starts, getting back to normal, I'll be doing a lot more for the community out here
Hmm.
and starting camps out here just to get back the knowledge that I've learned. For the next
Okay.
generation, and then they can do the same thing.
Okay. That's
Uh,
blessed, bro. So tell me more about your music career. I know you're
yeah,
big on your music.
yeah.
I heard a lot of your music. Been to
Hmm.
studio.
Hmm.
Tell me more about your music career. Where
Hmm.
where where do you see that going in the next 5 years and so on?
Well, that's just something that I'm very passionate about.
Yeah.
It's something that I've been doing for a while, and it's an outlet to just keep my mind away from, everything that everything is going through. I make music that people can feel, so, and all my bars are true. Everything that I've ever wrote and everything that I've ever spit is fact. So that's why I know that my stuff's going to be here for a long time. You might not, keep onto it now because you might think, oh, it's a basketball player, but I really do this, and I think as time goes, people will catch on. But for now, working on a new mixtape. It's called "It's Too Easy," just an EP. It's with Foundation. They're
Mhm.
funding it right now and helping me distribute my music, which is dope. But you'll see a lot more visuals. You're gonna see me really, really doing it because, yeah, I'm heating up. I'm heating up on that side of things. People are really liking my music a lot more, and I have the support system now behind me with it.
Mhm.
So I think people are gonna be surprised when they
Mhm.
see the next couple of years what I'm doing with that. Yeah,
Mhm. Okay. No, I feel that, man.
yeah,
Because
you're
I've
gonna be
heard your
surprised.
music.
You're gonna be surprised the next couple.
Yeah.
These next couple months, actually, you're gonna be surprised
Yeah.
what I'm doing with music. I'm kind of keeping it under wraps, but we got some things coming.
No, we feel that, man. Because
Yes,
a
sir.
lot of people don't know. We're not like me. I'm doing. You know me. I'm a journalist. I like to
Mhm.
blog and stuff. So people think we're just
Right.
athletes. We just staying in one
Nah.
lane.
Right.
Nah, man. We're branching out, doing other things. We both have degrees and so on. So we're doing what we got to do to kind of put help. It helps put Congo on the map. Do other things. Be versatile.
All right. For so long,
So
they try to tell us athletes do one thing, but it's
one thing.
it's time to always show everything that you got, man. This is just one
Yeah.
area, and have another
Yeah.
area that we got to work on and get better at. So this life thing is evolving every time, but
Mm.
yeah, with basketball and music and everything right now, I think I have a lot more to get in the game, a lot more to get in music, and I can't wait to see how these next 10, pan out.
Mhm.
But I got some stuff.
Okay. So now you're kind of an established European player, a European star. You played in the Middle East, in Asia, Africa. So what's next for Mike Kabongo? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Do you still see the NBA in your future, or
Um, yeah, I definitely see
what are some
myself.
of your goals?
Um, I definitely see myself getting back in the NBA or being an NBA player because, you know, I have a lot of friends and I think they could attest and co-sign that I can bang, I can go. So for me, it's just about being present. I know where I'm at right now. I just had a great season in Denmark and I got to build from there. And that means, taking care of my body right now during this time, not being lazy. I know a lot of people sleeping right now. They think it's time to just rest. Well, someone like me, an animal like me, is working even harder. So,
Hmm.
because I know where I want to go. So I've been working even 10 times harder on my body. My mental is so much more better. Just learning how to be a better leader, being a better human off the court, but on the court, learning the game even more. I watch so much film. I'm watching like 0-1 finals, 0-2 finals till 4-3 in the morning right now. Like, I'm really a sicko. That's what people don't know. I really love this game and I study it. I could tell you things about players that people don't even know we're in the league. You know what I'm saying? That are probably the 7th, 8th, 12th guy on the bench because that's how much I love the game. So for me, it's just like, you know, just continuing to work on my IQ, continuing to work on my body, my mind. And I think my goals will pan out themselves as long as I continue to take care of those things. I mean,
Okay. No, I
sure.
feel that. So, last couple questions here. Tell me like your craziest off the court story, like NBA off the court story. It could be. I've had 2 NBA guys on here, and
What they
one
say?
guy had a story about. You said what?
What he said?
So his story was about Tony Allen. He was playing in Boston with Tony Allen.
All right.
And Tony Allen didn't like practice, so he would leave his Bentley outside running.
Right.
So they would go, they practice or whatever. Then he come back, they go straight to the Bentley, you know, and he'd have him drive his Bentley. And this is when he's a rookie, you know, he's on his rookie deal. He's out here. This is before social media and so on. He could have told me more. He told me some club stories about Paul Pierce. You know.
He's snitching.
He said he tried to pay when he was at a table with Paul Pierce, and Paul Pierce looked at him crazy.
Right. You can't pay with the OG there.
You can't pay with the OGs. You're making them look stupid. So tell me your craziest off the court story. It doesn't have to be the club. It can be. I know there's a lot of gambling on the planes and whatever. Tell me your craziest story. Because I know there be dudes come on the plane with the straps and then they start gambling and then there's no filter here, bro. People
Luckily for
know.
me, I've never been a big gambler. Thank God. But yeah, a funny story, I would say, was our story. Let's talk about our story in Tunisia when so we was at a hotel where you can't invite nobody that ain't with your team. So you with guys, you know what I'm saying? We met some friends. We was trying to sneak them back into the hotel. And I mean, it was World War VII. The security guards were like, we did a crime. Like, no, you can't do that. And
I got no comment for that.
It was so funny. Dudes was walking through the way, and oh man, it was hilarious. But there's just so many stories I can go on. I can go on and give, but that's the one.
I got one. I got one too. I got one from Congo when I think we came back. Came back after Tunisia.
Yeah.
And then we went to the club, and then these dudes was jealous. We had the booth. We had the booth. First of all, Mike started taking bottles and walking outside, like sneaking outside with the bottles that was bought for us. The bottles was bought for us. That's not even the worst part. So I fall asleep. In the club. This is probably the 3rd time I fell asleep in the club. My guys that's on here knows that I'm known for falling asleep in the club. Fall asleep in the club. These people that's jealous start pouring alcohol on me. Yo, Mike stood up on the chair and started. Whah! Yo, this started a brawl in the whole club, bro. People started throwing bottles. Shout out Omari. Omari was tossing dudes all over. Omari was holding a girl on his shoulder and tossing people, bro. So, yo,
I can't believe that's alive. I can't.
That's just one story, bro. No, we had some times, man. Some good times. There's more to come, bro.
I can't believe we got out of there alive, bro.
I don't know how we got out of there alive. They had to come get us. That was crazy, man. Whew.
Oh man.
But anyways, bro, we're almost done here. Anything you want to say? Anything you want to say? Any shout outs you want to give?
And shout out to you for what you're doing with this platform. I
Yeah,
think you're on something.
yeah,
And, I think you just gotta continue what you're doing. I'm happy that we can break the ice with me on this, but I know it's gonna be big. So
yeah,
appreciate you. Shout out to you for having me on this. Shout out
yeah,
to Congo, everyone back home,
yeah.
everyone in Canada. I hope everyone is safe. I hope everyone can bounce back from.
Give up, yo. Pesa un pe lingala.
Ah, Ningala, nakubeta yo.
Yo, okay. Still there. Okay.
Tout le monde à la maison. With love, with love. Everyone back home, man. I'm just for real, man. Everyone, I hope everyone stays safe out here, can bounce back from this. And yeah, keep doing what you're doing with your platform, bro. Any support you need and help, I'm here for you.
All right, bro. Appreciate you coming on.